Nikola Tesla went to the Science Museum to see the robot exhibition. He was rather disappointed that he wasn't mentioned in it, because he created some of the first automatons. Tesla wrote, "A new art came into existence, for which the name teleautomatics has been suggested, which means the art of controlling the movements and operation of distant automatons." In 1898 at Madison Square Gardens there was held the first electrical exhibition, and Tesla was a big part of this. It was here that he introduced his teleautomatons. He had a miniature boat which he controlled by radio, and a submarine, and which had its own little torpedoes that again he controlled by radio. Nikola Tesla built a radio-controlled boat, which could be seen as one of the first robots, and this is what he wrote about it. "I attained the result aimed at by means of an electric circuit placed within the boat, and adjusted or tuned exactly to electrical vibrations of the proper kind transmitted to it from a distant electrical oscillator. This circuit, in responding, however feebly, to the transmitted vibrations, affected magnets and other contrivances, through the medium of which were controlled the movements of the propeller and rudder, and also the operations of numerous other appliances."
Shiny, happy people. An annoying noise annoys an oyster. An annoying noise annoys an oyster. An annoying noise annoys an oyster.
Tesla wrote, "Long ago I conceived the idea of constructing an automaton which would mechanically represent me, and which would respond as I do myself, but of course in a much more primitive manner to external influences. Such an automaton evidently had to have motive power, organs for locomotion, directive organs, and one or more sensitive organs so adapted as to be excited by external stimuli. Whether the automaton be of flesh and bone or of wood and steel, it mattered little, provided it could provide all the duties required of it like an intelligent being." Tesla wrote, "Evidently a living being could do this very thing. And since the experiences of my early life, which I have related, had convinced me that a living being is only an automaton, or otherwise stated, a self-acting engine, I came to the conclusion that it was possible to construct a machine which would do the same. Nikola and I enjoyed watching the series Humans. Very good. By the simple means described, the knowledge, experience, judgment, the mind, so to speak, of the distant operator were embodied in that machine, which was thus enabled to move and to perform all its operations with reason and intelligence. It behaved just like a blindfolded person obeying directions received through the ear. The automatons so far constructed had borrowed minds, so to speak, as each merely formed part of the distant operator who conveyed to it his intelligent orders. But this art is only the beginning. I propose to show that, however impossible it may now seem, an automaton may be contrived which will have its own mind, and by this I mean that it will be able, independent of any operator, left entirely to itself, to perform, in response to external influences affecting its sensitive organs, a great variety of acts and operations, as if it had intelligence. It will be able to follow a course laid out or obey orders given far in advance. It will be capable of distinguishing between what it ought and what it ought not to do, and of making experiences, or, otherwise stated, of recording impressions which will definitely affect its subsequent actions. In fact, I've already conceived such a plan.